Hello everybody, Gingershadow here, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod review with me. And today we're looking at the Naruto mod. Naruto mod for 1.12.2 Minecraft. It is, in my opinion, one of the better ones. It has so much stuff in it, in the form of a complete system for using jutsus, chakra, and experience around it, bunch of abilities, weapons, outfits, like the one I'm wearing. Although it's kind of parts, whatever. And then a bunch of whole mobs, including things like, the Mighty Tail Brace. There's a whole bunch to do in this mod. Now, I've looked at this mod before. I had to split it into several videos because it's very big. I'm going to be trying to do this in not less than an hour, rather like last time where it was like over an hour for the review. We'll see if we can keep a bit quicker, narrow things down a bit. Ba-dum. So right, getting started in this mod, what do you need to do? Well, that depends. Do you have the add-on mod in or not? There's an add-on mod made by my friend ANBU. There'll be a link down below to that as well. It aids so that you don't have to do as much to start, and it also makes it so you can charge chakra. We'll look at that separately in a moment. But for starting normal, you have to make a kunai. Kunais are fairly simple. You use some string, use some iron. Following that, give yourself 10 levels in some way, either by killing things or by cheating. Following that, we need some sort of experience to do that. Find things. Hit them. Kill them. Preferably needs to be a hostile thing though, so we need to find a mob. Here we are, one lovely spider, and there we go. So as we see there, we hit the spider, we gained ninja experience. Ninja experience got unlocked, and from there, we unlocked a whole bunch of stuff. We unlocked our body replacement jutsu. Okay. We unlocked hidden mist jutsu technique. Okay, apparently we're from that village. We unlocked the healing jutsu. Neat. What? Wait, what? Oh, it's on the hidden mist technique, because that's the technique we start with, apparently, because we start with that technique. Yeah, no, that's the water release. After that, we get given a whole bunch of scrolls. Arguably, too many scrolls. I don't know why I got given so many scrolls. Okay, to be fair, I actually do have an idea why we got given too many scrolls. Okay, so the scrolls getting given, that's part of my friend ANBU's add-on mod, because normally when you start, you get given your learners, and that's it, you don't get any scrolls. Scrolls are annoying to come by, typically, because you have to find them in loot chests. And my friend ANBU thought, okay, we'll make it so that people, one, don't have to make the kunai, they just have to get the 10 levels and get the experience. That'll unlock the thing. And two, I'll give them scrolls at the start based on the elements. So I got a water scroll, and from that I should have gotten a basic jutsu, like the... None of those, like the transformation jutsu, there's a basic jutsu. And I also should have gotten a water release jutsu. Unfortunately though, it does seem like because this mod, the main Naruto mod, has updated, it's messed up the everything of my friend ANBU's mod. So now it's just giving a bunch of random scrolls, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's giving me one of like every element. Right, moving beyond that. So there's our element. We've got water. There's our basic thing. I'm also a medical ninja. Cool, that's a chance. You're not always guaranteed to get that. But your element, okay, I've got hidden mist. From here, you now want to get your Kekkei Genkai, I suppose. That would be probably the next step in terms of evolution in this. Your Kekkei Genkai is going to be tied to whatever your base element is, typically. So I got water, meaning I'll typically get a jutsu type that is related to that for a Kekkei Genkai, aka things like Storm Release. But that doesn't matter, we can't unlock that right now. In order to get it, we need more XP, we need to grow stronger for it to kick in. You have to go over... Okay, just to be sure I wait and double check. You need 300 ninja XP, which translates into 150 chakra. So in order to obtain that, again, go out and hit things that are hostile, or get hit by things. Things doing damage to you would also typically give you experience, although... Maybe they've stopped that, actually. Because it's not anymore. That actually might be different. Never mind. Anyway, there are commands for this. Rather than just hitting things, we're just going to use commands and cheat. Ah, there it is. The Ninja XP command. So from here, we want to go up by 300. Badonk. We're now 151. So, because our chakra is low, once you reach over a certain level of chakra, if your chakra falls below, it's something like 10, you start feeling really, really worn out from chakra deficiency. That's where the other mod comes in. So, there are controls for this. Where is it? There's the buttons. So, there are 3 jutsu buttons, which are currently on V, B, and N. I'd rather change that. There is the switch button, which basically lets you switch between your various jutsus, or increase a jutsu. And then there is the charge chakra key, which is the thing we care about. So, what we want to do is activate the charge chakra key. By clicking that on, we're now got charge chakra mode on. From there, you hold shift, and you'll charge chakra. This is not in the base mod, this is an add-on mod. Link will be down below to that as well. But yeah, this is like the quickest way to get chakra back, because otherwise getting chakra back, you have to stand either completely still or sleep in a bed. And like, just so we're clear, getting that extra chakra from the main mod, very slow. At that point, you're going to want to start popping body pills in order to increase your chakra regeneration rate. But nah, instead I used to use the add-on mod. I'd recommend it for a better experience in terms of chakra, because otherwise you have to stand still for quite a long time, or you have to hope it's nighttime so you can sleep in a bed. But okay, so now that we've got ourselves over 150 chakra, the timer will start ticking for unlocking your Kekkei Genkai. That'll just happen, there's no controlling that. That just triggers whenever it feels like it. It has taken anything from a handful of minutes to, in my personal experience, up to 50 minutes. Really hoping it's not that 50-minute one. But while we're waiting on that, we can start looking at all the other stuff this mod includes, like outfits. Badoo. So, how do you get a bunch of outfits? Well, some of them you can craft. So in this case, there's Sasuke clothes. There's not a lot of character clothes. A lot of it is more based on groups. For example, yeah, the various ninjas of the various villages. They have clothes. All this stuff can get crafted using mostly leather, then using some type of wool. Easy Ozy. There is basic ninja gear, which is pretty good looking. There's the Akatsuki Rogue. You cannot craft that. You need to get that from EVEYRTHING. Or, I don't know if the Akatsuki people can drop it. Never seen them drop it personally, but I don't know. Normally you have to get it out of a EVEYRTHING by adding it to a loot table yourself. Otherwise, you don't really get it. There's the flat jackets. There's the Kage Rogues. There, you can't get them either. Kage hats. Same deal. There is the ninja stuff from what I believe is the Sound Village. Can't get those. There's the samurai outfits. That's actually okay-ish armor. And, yeah, then you get some of the more particular clothes, like, yeah, the facial protector, which is just an enhanced headband. There's the first body armor of the first war thingy, Mother's armor, basically. There's a jumpsuit for Rock Lee and Mate Guy. Cool. There is ninja fishnet stuff. I like that stuff. I actually think this stuff looks really cool. It's basically the Under Armour that people like Kakashi and stuff use. There's the ANBU robe. That is pretty much just, you want to wear a hooded cloak thing and look suspicious? There you go. There's a forehead protector with the mouse thingy in it. There is the suit that goes along with it. Weird enough you can make the head protector so you can have a mouse thingy. But yeah, the actual outfit itself, you're not able to craft. You just have to... Now, whatever. There's Obito's outfit. Same deal. Can't craft that, unfortunately. And then the various masks for ANBU and Obito. Can't craft that either. So yeah, there's a lot of non-craftables. Basically, this mod is not really made for single player. This mod is made for playing on a server. It is basically the mod maker runs the server, or at least did 9 months ago, and essentially updates the mod with that server in mind. So a lot of this stuff is more geared towards there being NPCs set up to give you things, in particular quests and things. If you don't set up that stuff yourself, aka NPCs in custom NPC mods, you might want to add in a mod like, say, loot bags, and add this stuff into the loot bag table, or just add it into loot bag tables, or loot tables for various chests and things. How you get it from there, it's up to you. You'll spawn it in. Either way, it's in the mods. It looks really cool. It looks so cool. But unfortunately, yeah, it's just a bit limited getting a hold of it sometimes. From outfits, we go to weapons. A whole bunch of them in here. Things like kunai, shuriken, explosive kunai, big shuriken, senbon, poison senbon. That three-pronged kunai, which, I mean, ow. Yeah, you can throw them if you fancy it. Cool. They do a little bit of damage. Nowhere near as much as, say, some of your tanks, but, you know, still pretty cool. Senbon arm. This thing is... Okay, there's apparently my Kekkei Genkai unlocked. My Kekkei Genkai unlocked. I also unlocked my second ninjutsu release. I got Yin release, and I also unlocked a Sharingan. Unfortunately at this point though, I now need to have that Sharingan on, because otherwise I'm blind without it. But hey, I'm not going to complain. I just got a Sharingan for that. Awesome. I'm also now blind technically, because technically I removed my eye for a moment there. Oh dear. Anyway, continuing where we left off, the Senbon arm. This thing's basically just an explosive. It just, you shoot it down, you hit something, it explodes Senbons everywhere. It's pretty cool. And, yeah, then there's some more specialized things, like, yeah, Hidden Scythe, the Golding Fan, that thing that person that became not a Kekkei Genkai, a Chinchiniki, there it is, that staff, there's Madara's Scythe, there's explosive tags, there's bombs. Smoke actually looks pretty good for this. Bonk. It's some pretty good looking smoke. Yeah, Hidden Scythe, you can throw it, because, you know, he can throw it, you can bring it back to you if you're, you know, standing still and waiting it. Tamari's Fan, this thing's busted, so this thing is craftable. It's paper and sticks. It's one of the arguably most broken things in this mod, because you can do this with it. Yeah, that seems pretty cool. Thing is, though, you can keep holding it, and keep holding it, and keep holding it, and then release it. And it's tearing with the line and not using Chakra. Yeah, this thing's insane. Bullied my friends I did with that fan. We would fight, I'd bring out the fan, it was game over. The fun was over. It meant war at that point. Anyway, let's look at the 7 swordsmen, the mist swords. Things like Kuniberi Bocho, cool. It's just a big sword that does a bunch of damage if I can rotate around it. Very cool. But there's also better swords, like, say, Samihada. And I say better sword in the form of, it actually has an effect. You hit people with it, and it absorbs Chakra from them. It actually has some of the passive effects that one might expect from it. So, yeah, all the swords in here all look pretty damn cool in my opinion. Also, now they're at a point where if you rotate, they will go on your back. But also, yeah, now apparently if you have one of these in one hand, it gives you the second one. I know it's a passive effect. I don't believe this effect was in before. Because I'm pretty sure, I think this was 2 items previously, was it not? Maybe, I don't remember it looking like this. Then again, these items are pretty hard to come by. Yeah, they're just really cool. I love this mod for this, just because yeah, the stuff just ends up on your back. It looks like crazy if you put too much stuff, but it's pretty awesome. Basically, you might just want to keep like 1 or 2 swords on you at all times, just for the look. Even if you're not using swords, just to look cool, in my opinion. Sadly, yeah, Tamari's fan doesn't get that treatment, but you know. That thing's like the most dangerous weapon in this anyway, so it doesn't need any extra special treatment. Anyway, moving on from there, some other random little bits that were in here. Some of this stuff I recognize, some of it I don't really recognize. I remember there being sake. That's fine. Yeah, cool. You can drink that, get a little bit drunk. It's very slow to drink. And give it a second. Yep, there we go. There we are. And now I'm feeling a little bit drunk because I just drank a bunch of sake. Basically, an entire bottle. Anyway, then there's also the military pills. These are the things I was speaking about earlier. They give you extra chakra back. Military pill, get turned to chakra back. Eat one of those golden military pills, get 5 of them back. Also, you get bonus chakra regeneration for a bunch of time. Cool. Then there's things I don't really recognize. Like, yeah, rice, onigiri, tea, curry, ichiyaku ramen. That actually can get made. That might be new. I can't remember if that could get made before. And then there is curry and rice. So, yeah, the only one that can get made from that is the ramen. Neat. And basically, it's just a food source. Cool. I don't remember them being in before. These might be new. Then I haven't played them on in a little while, so maybe they're not new. Maybe they weren't before. I just never noticed them. Anyway, aside from that, we've also got money in this mod. I've never actually seen a proper use for it, but again, this is made for a server. So on a server, NPCs, set up, money, makes sense. That's just general little items. Then there's 2 more items at the bottom. They're wildly different from the other 2. They're wildly different from the rest of these 2. So, there is the White Zetsu flesh. Kill Zetsu, he can drop his flesh. Eat his flesh, and well, what happens in the show if you eat Zetsu's flesh? Well, for one, people tend to die with it. And that can happen in here. Eat it and you probably will die. Thing is, though, there seems to be a trick to it. If you have Dojutsu, specifically things like the MonsterQ no Sharingan, then it doesn't tend to kill you as often, or if you're just immensely powerful. Then it gives you a very, very, very small chance of getting Word Release. Or, if you have a MonsterQ no Sharingan, a Rinnegan. Brilliant. Then there's this thing. It's called the Chakra Fruit. Remember that thing about the whole tree, Kaguya summoning it, Kaguya eating this, it releasing chakra, and yeah, basically this is one of the most powerful items in the game. You don't get this naturally. You can spawn it in. It will basically just make you Sage of the 6 Paths on the spot and basically just make you indestructible. It's an incredibly busted item. You don't want people to get hold of it by accident. Anyway, on to the funner stuff now. All the various techniques and things you can use in this mod. So, as we can see, I've currently got Water Release, I've currently got Medical Ninjutsu, I've currently got Yin Release. Now, for some reason it was saying I'd hidden the Mist Jutsu. I don't. So I don't know why it's saying that, because it's not part of my Jutsu list here. This is a Water Release Jutsu, so I don't know, that's confusing me. But what we can do is we find a Water Release Jutsu in here, like, say, Water Shockwave. I can click on this, I can click Learn. I've now learned my first Jutsu. I also have a Jutsu in this thing, so if we go here, Jutsu number 6, Exploding Water Shockwave. Now, this is where the mod gets a little bit on the end of, being grindy. So, basically, I now can't use that Jutsu. I must now train with this Jutsu in order to unlock experience, in order to use it. So, how does that work? Basically, you take things that you can do damage and stuff against, like a spider, you take the Jutsu, and you punch them with it a bunch. Also have the Sharingan, so I have an automatic chance to dodge things. So, yeah, basically, this is different now. Oh, it's just teleporting now. Oh, the Sharingan's changed. Sharingan used to make you just kind of jump, kind of. It was very odd. Now it's basically just making you teleport. Interesting. Anyway, so, yeah, beat down the mobs. Gain XP. Okay, we'll figure that one in a second. Anyway, apart from that, yeah, scrolls, they exist. You find them in loot tables. So basically go into places like, I don't know, jungle temples, desert temples, and whatnot, and there's a chance you'll find them. They are just a whole bunch of scrolls. Some of them don't tend to really spawn in, or at least they didn't used to. Maybe they all do now. Hard to say. Yeah, you go from basic things, like, you know, basic elemental-based jutsus, basic regular jutsus, like, you know, the transformation jutsu, shadow clone jutsu, body replacement jutsu. Also, you get fun things like, yeah, there's a Rasengan in there. Cool. And then you go up to higher end things, the specialized things like, yeah, the puppet jutsu, or the 4 symbol ceiling jutsu, or the adamant chain jutsu, or the flying thunder god jutsu. There's the camouflage jutsus. There's just a whole bunch in here. There's a whole bunch of different jutsus in here you can potentially find. and you're kind of limited to what you can get. So, to an extent, some of the higher up ones just don't tend to really appear. Maybe they do now, though. That possibly is a thing. Right, so I only have water release, so you'd think, okay, well, I have to use water scrolls. No, not at all. You can basically just take an earth scroll, go learn. And badoom, there you go, I've got an earth release jutsu. Thing is, though, experience-wise it'll be different. I am naturally a water release user, thus water jutsus come easier to me. Earth release is not my natural release. And thus it takes double the XP it would normally take in order to learn it. Yay. Oh, hello. Oh. That works. It does work. Okay. Wait, no. I know what I did wrong. I forgot to switch to the jutsu. The switch button. There's no little arrow pointing at anything. The reason why I wasn't getting experience is because I didn't switch over to jutsu, and thus I wasn't learning anything on any jutsu because I had none selected. Because you learn on the jutsu you're selected on. Anyway, regardless, moving on. So yeah, you unlock jutsus, you kill things, and that'll eventually unlock jutsu once you get enough experience. Or you cheat. Using the slash. Which command is it again? Ah, there it is. Yeah, I've got to remember what the first keyword for it is. So yeah, add ninja experience. 200. Badoom. And with that, the jutsu that I had highlighted, I thought was going to gain the XP. Hold on, add ninja experience to 200. Yeah, there it is. But hey, now we've got a jutsu unlocked. It is now set to 203 experience at 150. Yeah, that can happen. You can over-experience your jutsu, so you can power it up more. Now we just take it, we hold right-click, and off we go. So this is it charging up. The bigger you charge it up, the more chakra it'll use, and also the bigger impact it'll have. Once it fires, in this case we use the water bullet jutsu. It shoots off a spray of water. Cool. I also just wanted to check this to confirm, but yes, indeed, there is an upper cap of, I believe it's now set to, just for everything, 3 times whatever your normal experience is. So I need 150, so now I can go up to 450. It's setting it 3 times our normal limit. This is basically us at the peak of what we can do with this jutsu. So thus, it will charge up quicker, it will hit harder, is the general idea. But also, yeah, we'll use all of our chakra quicker, so we need more chakra quickly. Wait a second. Oh, the first command is add ninja experience, player name. And that gives us chakra. Neat. No, so another little fun bit of the add-on mod. So, now that we've given ourselves over 1,000 chakra, we now charge chakra quicker, is a thing of this. So I can hold shift, and it'll give a much chunkier amount back, but it'll also increase when we get the chakra in more intervals. So basically, yeah, once you chakra over 1,000, your chakra regeneration becomes much, much better. And yeah, the higher your chakra gets, the bigger the amount of your chakra you'll get per interval. So it doesn't it's not like it's only going to recover 1 or 2 at a time. Even when you get 10,000 chakra. No. The amount of chakra you get back will stay more relative to how much chakra you have total. Let's say I want to go for a more fun jutsu, like say the Rasengan. Click, learn, badoom. Got it. It's now in here. Or it's meant to be. I don't know why it's saying it's the bloody replacement jutsu. It's not. Bit weird, that one. Anyway, switch you over, not that, to the Rasengan. Then we set ourselves add ninja experience 2. Give ourselves, say, 500 XP. There we go. Rasengan requires 250. As you power level the Rasengan will charge up quicker. And once you get over a certain point in it, the Rasengan you get the result will get bigger each time. The Rasengan's pretty fun jutsu though, because it can destroy blocks as you move with it. As one might expect. But also if you hit a target with it, now let's go for a smaller one this time. There we go. Rasengan. Off they go. Beautiful jutsu, beautiful effects. Love this mod. But okay, in the interest of this video not being an hour long, we're not going to look through every single jutsu because I've kind of already done a video where I look at pretty much every single jutsu. No, instead we're just going to focus on some of the more fun ones that I quite like. So, for example, yeah, the Great Flame Jutsu. Okay, we can definitely make it more impressive than that. Let's try and put a bit more oomph into it. So yeah, you can overcharge these things quite a bit to get much bigger effects. I mean, you can make them smaller, bigger, you know, depending on how much power you want to put into it. It can never go as powerful as how much chakra you've got, but that will obviously leave you exhausted. In this case, you don't really know how much chakra it's going to take per thing, but in this case, we cap it at 30 anyway, so it doesn't matter. We launch it. It's looking a bit more impressive this time. That's much better. Well, it cost me 500 odd chakra to create a massive torrent flames, which are going on for much longer, due to the fact that, yeah, we are putting a lot of chakra into it. Wonderful. Also, I was wondering if I was going crazy from earlier, but no, I'm not. It is literally, there are 2 commands for this. There's Ninja XP, which doesn't require your name, and give yourself more points, which, as you can see, yeah, as you start going over certain limits, you will eventually start getting extra hearts. And yeah. Anyway, my point being, Ninja Experience command exists, but so does the Add Ninja Experience command. The first one gives you Ninja Experience to you. The other one adds Ninja Experience to the Jutsu, which makes sense. It says it right there. It's for the Jutsu. Anyway, moving on from there. Hidden Mist Jutsu. Sure, why not? It was saying I had that Jutsu to begin with, weirdly. Let's actually use it. Okay, let's go away from that. Let's try using a different Jutsu, like, say, a lightning one. Like, say, lightning mode. A.k.a. the Raikage, especially. So lightning mode gives you a bunch of buffs. It's one of the more powerful jutsus in the game. Cool. Hidden Mist Jutsu basically makes it so, yeah, there's a mist everywhere. It's a very annoying jutsu when you're inside it, but when you're the one using it, it lets you see where everyone is that you're trying to basically track down, so much handier being the user of it. But also, it's just a very cool mist effect, in my opinion. Also, no, just as a general passive Naruto thing, you can hold shift, and you can jump, and it will allow you to jump. You can also hold against walls to wall climb. Standard ninja stuff. There's also walking on water, but I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? You can expect to walk on water in Naruto, wouldn't you? Anyway, other really cool jutsu. Last one just to look at for now before we go look at Kekkei Genkai's. Kirin. This is a very cool jutsu. I'm pretty sure you have to get a little number over a 1 though, otherwise it won't fire. But now that it has reached 1, you can aim where you want to fire it down. Big lightning dragon comes from the sky, creates explosion, lots of damage, uses a lot of chakra. Another epic jutsu. There's a bunch of these. I could spend a long time looking at them all. We're not going to though, because we want this video not to be stupidly long. So we're going to go look at the Kekkei Genkais now. So, Kekkei Genkai. So you get your basic jutsu releases, you know, fire, lightning, wind, earth, yin, yang, water, your medical release, your standard ninja release. From there then, you want to get your Kekkei Genkais. Typically, if you had a water release, you would get a jutsu tied in with water, like, say, storm release. But that's not what happened was. We got dojutsu instead, like Sharingan. Because Sharingan, the Byakugan, and skeleton control apparently are all just in the cycle, and you can just end up with them. Neat. Aside from that, what you normally could end up with is things like wood release, dust release, ice release, explosion release, scorch release, lava release, storm release, boil release, and magma release. Magma release in particular, it's a very cool one because it's guards ability and lets you fly. Also, you get given a gourd with it. Ice one, you get given this weird ice symbol. That's a bit less cool. The gourd is way cooler. It's so powerful. Look at that armor. It's insane. Then again, Souls of Sharingan. Actually, no, they've definitely buffed that. Maybe they realized giving plus 50 armor on the Sharingan was a bit silly because it didn't actually apply the armor. No, now they've changed it so you get plus 10 armor and plus armor toughness. Beautiful. Plus 50 armor, so a more defensive Byakugan. Neat. That's much more balanced than it was before. It used to be plus 50 and plus 100. You can only get plus 30. It never made any sense. Anyway, when you get your Kekkei Genkai, you just got all your jutsus unlocked with it. Eyes don't really come with that, or at least the Sharingan doesn't. The Sharingan just is passive. You have a chance to evade things. From here, I now need to make a friend. So for that, you need what is basically done here is the team scroll, and you need to make friends with someone. Once they die near you, tragically, you can then get your Mangekyo no Sharingan. Then after that, you need to find someone else with a Mangekyo no Sharingan, rip theirs out, use a medical scroll, which, if I open up here, yeah, you can combine the two different types of Sharingan, which by the way, you need a lingering potion to make this scroll, so you need to kill the dragon in order to get it. Also, friend scroll, much easier to get, just making friends, use the book for that, basically. Cool. Combine the two different types of Sharingan together to get the Eternal Mangekyo no Sharingan. Then need some Jutsu Flesh to get the Rinnegan. These ones come with abilities, though, like, you know, Intangibility, Susanoo, Amaterasu, and then, you know, the 6 powers. Very cool. There's things like Senjutsu, and then there's all the more broken stuff, like the 6 passive abilities. And the Tensagan. Again, just all very, very OP powerful stuff. There are some insane jutsus here. Now, typically, you can only have your Kekkei Genkai. I have Sharingan. I'm never getting anything else. Typically. If you're in creative mode, you can kind of just give yourself things and just sort of think that's awkward. Anyway, we're technically in... Right, apologies for that. My dog started coughing, and that's just a thing that happens nowadays. Anyway, we're in creative mode, so technically we can just use any Genkai we want. So, for example, we can take this, use wood release, wood burial. Very cool. We can switch over, use the floor prison pillar technique. Well, there's no spider anymore. Better, sort of, maybe. Use a house. Do we want a house? Sure, have a house. There we go. Yeah, word release. Pretty awesome. But yeah, so again, I've done a video looking at all the various Kekkei Genkai, so I'll link that down below if you want a more deep dive look into them all. But for just looking at some of the cool ones, yeah, magnet release. It's got some new effects. It's got some new stuff going on. You can create sand particles and send them as a barrage at your enemies. They never used to explode like that. That's new. This is some new stuff I'm seeing. Cool. Anyway, I've also got sand binding, got the gore on my back, so the sand will come out. It'll fly out towards my target and bind them. Really awkwardly for them. Nah, bring it back. There we go. Sand flies back in. I love magnet release. It's one of my favorite Kekkei Genkais from this. Sand levitation, one of the better ones you can get, because you can just, yeah, fly with it on a little disc. It's just such a cool Kekkei Genkai. Sand gathering. Wait, what is that? Yo, you're new. That's a new technique. That wasn't in before. Get him. Wait, you're still there? Wait a second. There are some new techniques in this. I didn't know about this. No one told me about this. Epic. Okay, I need to look at our Kekkei Genkais in a second to see if I see any more different moves. But anyway, before that, Dust Release, one of the most powerful releases in this. Very difficult to get. Very costly in terms of the amount of XP you need to actually use the abilities. But, well, it's particle style, isn't it? So, you activate it, and you basically just get a really powerful beam. Alternatively, you can use the cube, which basically just goes, hey, see that spot over there? It's not going to exist anymore. It's going to disappear. This jutsu does absurd damage. Like, even tail beasts do not like getting hit by these jutsus. And of course, we can click shift to get off of our little righty thing. The sound will return back to the gourd. Beautiful stuff. Now, looking at dojutsu. So, if we want to upgrade to our Mangekyo no Sharingan to the higher level, technically looking at this thing, it has Jutsu 1, 2, and 3. Those buttons from earlier that we set to Jutsu 1, 2, and 3, yeah, they're not made for your actual jutsus. They're made for whatever you're wearing that has a jutsu. In this case, we have our access to Amaterasu, Susanoo, and Intangibility. So if we use the first jutsu, well, there's that. If we use the second ability, we get Susanoo. Then there's the whole shifting thing to get a bigger version, so shift jutsu. Rather than swapping, it now shifts the version of Susanoo you're currently in. Wonderful. Okay, apparently being career mode is making this guy just stick around. Interesting. Anyway, there's also intangibility. Hold the button, go intangible, wander around. Very powerful. Can even fly with it, because, you know, you don't kind of exist. Yeah, Mangekyo no, just really powerful. Oh yeah, and there's Naruto running in this. Once you reach a certain speed of movement, you get Naruto running. They've got it proper looking like actual Naruto running nowadays, because it used to kind of flicker in and out, and it was quite annoying. No, they get the full run in now. Very nice. Shifting eyes also over. Shifting eyes over. We also get the Byakugan. You get night vision. You get the veins. Cool. You also get... Hold on. There we go. Activate it. Byakugan. You can see things. See things better. Things can never escape from us. We'll be able to spot them. Cool. Then we also get things like the trigram... What are they called? A trigram 64 pound revolving heaven. So, yeah. I took the first one. Something is in your range. Is getting beat down. Cool. And then we've got the rotation ability, which, yeah, we've got to pick. Oh, hold on. There we go. Yeah, looks way cooler than it used to. Oh! Oh, they've made that way cooler. That never used to look nearly as cool as that, I don't think. Oh, I like that. There is a Rinnegan, but I think we'd rather take a quick look at the old Senjutsu. So this one's currently set as Toad Sage. Neat. So basically, for this, sit down, let a timer build up. I think it's up to 50. Afterwards, you enter Sage mode. Okay, maybe it's not 50, maybe it's actually 100 it's supposed to be going to. Also, how do you get this thing? Well, I had to cheat it in. Both every time I've ever used it. So, as far as I'm aware, you don't legitimately really guess it. You sort of just cheat it in. Like, the idea of it normally would be you're supposed to, you know, make a deal with an animal and stuff, not really any way to get those things legitimately, unless there is now, but as far as I know, there's not. Anyway, you're in Sage mode. You now have Burning Sage energy up the side there. Also, you can use access to the other jutsus, like the Big Boy Rasengan, aka just a much bigger, potentially, Rasengan. It can charge up to a much higher degree. And we're going a step further, and I've got the massive Rasengan. No, sorry. Massive Rasen Shuriken. That's a small one. It can go much bigger than that. Rasen Shuriken. Predictably, yes, shreds anything in the area, and is again one of the more higher DPS abilities in the game. Awesome. Going a step further, there's Word Release. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. What's actually happened is I've been brought out of Sage mode, probably because I used the massive Rasengan. Okay, there we go. Sage mode once again. Beautiful. And from here, we now jump over to Word Release. Are you going to work this time? It's going to work. Okay, instantly ran out of Sage mode. Apparently I'm not strong enough to maintain a jutsu. Point is, yeah, you can summon really powerful structures with these things, potentially, but you have to kind of cheat this thing in normally. Or have an NPC up to go to. So, Yeah, there's that. It's a pretty cool thing, though. Then going a step even further, the Rinnegan. So, for this thing, I just get given the multi-size jutsu for some reason, aka Yang release, because it's meant to have Yang release apparently with this thing in. Cool. I get given a black receiver, because, you know, Rinnegan. The Rinnegan is absurdly powerful. Can't remember what all these do. There's the Naraka path, the outer path, the Diva path. Yeah, I think the Diva path's the one we really remember, though, ain't it? AKA Almighty Push. Cool. Oh yeah, and Planetary Devastation. Yeah, if you click the wrong button with these things on, you can just utterly destroy everything. Well, hopefully it doesn't grab anything too important with that ability. Oh yeah, just a fun extra, while you're using this path, while you're using Almighty Push and stuff like that, you can actually fly. Like, not just creative flying, like you can just fly because you've got these eyes currently on. They're very good eyes, obviously. They're a Rinnegan. That's kind of what you'd expect. Hold on though. If we go back to, yeah, not that path, not the animal path. The animal path is what? Summoning animals. Oh, hold on. Me pressing R is always Almighty Push. Pressing the second jutsu button lets me use whatever path you're on. So in this case, I summon an animal. I switch over to this one. I can absorb Chakra. I switch over to the next one. I can summon this thingy. Which I'm pretty sure, yeah, basically just revives people back to full HP and things. Go. Yeah, you can go in there, mate. Now get the outer path. Which summons the statue. One of the ways you can seal a tail beast if you fancy it. Or, you know, in this case, you can just raid this thing in the battle if you fancy it, because, you know, it's a giant statue that will attack things. But yeah, if there's a Chinchunica nearby, they will be in trouble. Anyway, looking at the last thing, stage the 6 pass, well, we could use that, or we could just grab this thingy here. Devour the Chakra for it won't let me. Let's try this other way. Yeah, there we go. So about that whole being OP thing, yeah, this thing is the peak of being OP. So it completely changes you, well, how you look. You end up like this. So there's that. Cool. You're given, yeah, the Sage of the 6 pass abilities and the whatever that thing is. Lovely. And yeah, you get the Truth-Seeking Orbs, you get Observance of Health, Observance of Regeneration. Basically, in the Chakra for it, it's just a you win button. Your Chakra automatically maxes out at 50,000, which is the max. And yeah, now you can suddenly get access to all these fun abilities like Truth-Seeking Shield. Don't really need that one, no. Instead, we'll go with... Can I actually use these things? No, wait, I'm in survival mode to get the XP for them. Because even though I became the Sage 6 pass, I still need to go get the XP for these things. No. We're going in creative mode for this. Lightning. There you go. Madara's lightning attack thing. Cool. Lightning Raise Lightning Fang. For a beam for it. Truth-Seeking Razun Shuriken. Yeah, it's a bit bigger than the other one was. Truth-Seeker Bullshit. Just shoot one of the balls at something. Whatever it gets hit by the ball would not appreciate it. That much is certain. Yeah, this is pretty much just going to the ultimate OP-ness. Yeah, there we go. Back away, back away. There's the shield. Oh, yeah, you can go to the 8 godly vacuum face. Just create a portal. An expansive Truth-Seeking bow. On Earth are you? You gonna fly over? Yeah, there we go. So you gonna fly over there? Yeah, it is. The effects for this, and surprisingly lack of lag. Like, you'd expect something doing this to create a massive lag spike. Oddly, nah, it's pretty alright. Like, well, took that. I'm not, like, massively suffering frame drops net for it. That said, though, that is expanding bigger and bigger and bigger. And, oh, God, my things are going to get destroyed from this. Could you stop? Could you kill out? It's not going to kill it. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you launch these things. Well, given the fact it's now destroying all my things, weird enough it left a chest full of, like the last thing I wanted to look at. That was nice of it. Yeah, there's a destruction of it if you decide to just get the most OP thing in existence. You don't want to get this. At least not today. You get this when you're done. You get this when you're bored. You get nothing left to do. Anyway, moving on from there. Should we look at all the mobs that are available in this? So just quickly plopping a few down. Get Mate Guy. He'll spawn in villages. He'll give you quests you can learn the inner gates. There's White Zetsu. He can appear. He can also replicate looking like a player. There's Itachi. You can get real Itachi. You can get fake Itachi. Why are your faces looking like that? This is odd. You can get Fake Itachi. Fake Itachi is pretty just annoying because she's Genjutsu. Real Itachi can apparently use Susan on things. Very cool. You get Crows. You get Zabuza. He automatically spawns with Haku. All they have to do boss bars anymore. Also, they have to have 122 health. I swear these guys used to have more than this. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Garuka Sensei. He's really important, actually. You want to speak to, because he is a shop. He has a shop that will give you, potentially, scrolls. Also, though, technically give you the Tail Beast scroll, unless you find Tail Beast. There's Sakura. She'll give you medical-based stuff and food. Neat. There's 1010. She'll trade you weapons and things. Cool. There's a giant dog. Yeah, okay, we've already seen him. There we go. Anyway, so we get some ninjas. We've got an ANBU. We've got you. So yeah, some of these people, the people with 10 health particularly, they're in the form of they exist, but they don't actually do anything. These guys are in the game as spawn eggs. You don't find them anywhere. The hope is that someday they'll get used for something, because their models are in, and they look pretty cool. Haku does actually have stuff. Haku's at 83. And Kizume. He's a menace. He's absurdly difficult to beat in some cases. He has a lot of really good techniques. Because it's Kizume. He's got his sword to Chakra. He's got his water abilities. He's a nightmare. Anyway, there's the summon snake. You get the snake summoning jutsu. You can summon a snake. There's a toad summon. How much Chakra you put into the summon lets you get more stuff. There's Gamma Punta. If you summon that really big toad, you end up getting him. Neat. There's a demonic statue. From before, yep. There's Gara. Yeah, he's not actually a thing. Then the various ninjas. They're all pretty weak. And Kizume's doing his stuff now. Cool, yep. Just random other ninja. Yeah, there we go. So there's just a bunch of little ninjas. Bunch of characters. A lot of characters you don't see, really. Some of the ones that you can see are the ones with more health and, you know, I interacted with. Anyway, it does appear they're having fun. Because, yeah, the statue is a menace. Again, you get Manda, the giant snake. Cool. You get Getsu. I don't know how you pronounce her name. You get the big 8 snake entity. Yeah, it disappeared. That's the thing you can use in Sage mode. The third Hokage's puppet. Alright. Monkey King Enma. Yeah, he instantly disappears. He's meant to become a staff, isn't he? Yeah, they're just various spawn eggs. Some of which are in place, some of which are, I guess, work in progress is still neat. Anyway, the more important ones we care about, though, realistically, the various tail beasts. So, you can find the tail beast legitimately. There's 2 ways. Well, I guess technically there'd be 3, is you can just technically luck your way into finding one, or unluck your way, but like, tail beasts tend to spawn ridiculously far away. You're not very likely to find one. No, what you want is a tail beast map. So, how you get this? In my experience, the only way you ever get it is you get it from Ruka Sensei. Ruka Sensei has a chance of having it in the shop once you've bought everything. Cool. You buy one of these, you look at it, they'll tell you where you have to go. Thing is, though, that location is going to be something in the region of about 50,000 blocks away. Maybe they've updated it, it's not as far now. But basically, it's so far away that you're not going to just bump into it. It's like you'd have to go on a mission. And even then, there's a very high chance you'd miss them. But the tail beasts are going to ever be one of each in the world existing. That includes if someone claims it and becomes a Shinchinki, it's off the board at that point. You can't find it for using scrolls. So, that's the thing. But yeah, if we find this tail beast, we can technically go to its location. It'll just be there. And luckily, there's a command for that, because we can do /locate entity. Biju. And we can type in, well, in your case, you're the 3 tails. And there you go, the last known location for the 3 tails. 20,000, blah, 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 blah. So we go /TP, type in it. And weird enough, yeah, in the ocean, there'll be a tail beast here. Somewhere. He seems to be invisible right now. Oh dear. Okay, quick reload. There he is. He's here. Badoo. So, yeah, you can just pretty much all the tail beasts. Thankfully, there's nothing stopping me from using the command /locate entity. And, yeah, it'll just... It can also tell you about Shinchiniki. So, for example, it can make you look for a Shinchiniki. Or you can just type lists. And it'll tell you the fact that, well, who's what sealed in them. So if you want to track someone down. Because you can capture tail beasts. You can summon the statue. And you can capture the things. It's very difficult to do. It takes a very long time. But also you can do it against players like Shinchiniki. You can capture players. And take the tail beasts out of them. I did a separate video looking at it in a bit more detail. If you want to see more capture various methods for tail beasts, check the video out. Now, okay, sealing methods, there's a few. In the form of, there is the first simple sealing jutsu, which is the most likely one you're going to get a hold of. Basically make a platform of the same material, lay a couple touchdowns, plop this in the middle. I looked in a video, and basically at that point you need at least 2 active players on the server. You need the person that's going to receive the tail beast and someone to sit there act as the sealer. You get up to 4 players acting as the sealers, and it goes quicker the more players there are. If you're in creative mode, there's the animate to chain jutsu. You grab this jutsu, which, wait, hold on, sorry, no, it's the yang release, not a basic release. What am I talking about? Anyway, yeah, this is the first time I'm saying jutsu. Animate chain jutsu. So, this one, I'm in the wrong thing, actually works in creative. So, the chain jutsu basically sends that chain. It allows you to move a tailpiece. Peel a tailpiece friend. That in its own's okay. If you're in creative mode, though, what you can do is you can spam a load of these chains, and it'll actually begin the sealing process on you. Or at least it used to. I'm hoping it still does. Okay, you know what? There's a different video looking there, because I just realized, yeah, that also takes several minutes. Also, it may not work, so I'm technically going to say the 6 pass right now. That may conflict with things a little bit. Quite potentially. But, yeah, in creative mode, typically use the sealing chains to that. There is another jutsu, though. If you go into the sealing jutsu 9 Phantom Dragon jutsu. No, there we go. I said to aim at the Jin I wanted. Yeah, it summons this guy. You can then sit on, and he'll begin sealing the tailpiece away into the 10 tails. Or at least he will typically, but apparently it's just to say he wants a day off today. Or do you need to be closer? Well, I mean, we can sort that, because we can use the... Yeah, we need to be closer. Hold on. Get a bit closer. Activate the thingy jutsu. Sit on him. Yeah, there we go. The sealing process begins. He's going to try and seal this thing now. Typically, you're supposed to weaken the tail beast first for this to work. Otherwise, the tail beast will fight back quite violently. But, yeah, you can seal using... You need the Rinnegan to use this ability, though. Which, again, the Rinnegan doesn't work unless you've got other players on the server. You need a second player to get the Mangekyo no. Basically, a lot of this is sealed unless you have access to either creative mode or friends. But yeah, anyway, last bit. So yeah, looking at the various tail beasts, they all exist. They're all very cool looking in their own way. You can capture them. You can power up as them. Ugh, I'm kind of caught in one right now. No, Son Goku. I just want to show them real quick. There we go. There's Shikaku. Glorious. There's that thing. Lovely. There's Matabi Cat. Nice. There's Saikin the Slug. I keep getting stuck in them. They're so big. There's Chomi. You can apparently fly if you get Chomi. And of course, if you manage to seal them on, say, the 10 tails, there is also the 10 tails. It's enormous. And, yeah, you can start to the 10 tails, become the Stage 6 pass that way as well. So, yeah, there's a bunch of things to do in terms of fighting and stuff like that. Very cool. Okay, last thing real quick. Let's say you do manage to capture yourself a tail base. So you use one of those various sealing methods, aka the chains, or... It's mostly chains with the 4 simple sealing jutsu, so that's kind of... You need friends with the other one, though. But yeah, let's say you do capture one. In this case, I'm assigning myself to be the 9 tails, because you can do that with / locate entity. You can go Biju. No, sorry. You can go Chinchiniki. And you can click to assign, list, or revoke. So you can assign yourself one of the tail beasts if you want. At that point, if you activate Jutsu button 3, sorry, Jutsu button 2, you will transform into your Berserk mode, and you get the cool cloak form. At which point, you'll start racking up time experience for being in the form. After you get to a certain point, in this case 400, you will master the form. After you get over that, into 3600, you then enter the next phase, which in this case it hasn't done. Hold on, up, there we go. We've now changed up to the next form. Now we've gone Berserk again. It's using the tail beast bomb. Sure, let's take a look at that real quick. Yeah, there we go. So we're not exactly very big or powerful, so we have to worry too much about destroying too much with that. Okay, activate form 2. Then we're going to switch modes again. Then we're going to give ourselves a little XP again. And all that, now we're in control. And now we have golden form. Beautiful. But I mean, golden form's not the max stuff, is it? Like, you can still technically go a little bit higher. Yeah, go full Kurama mode. This is more specifically if you're Naruto's one. You can do this and go Golden Kurama. At which point... Nope. Well, I just transformed back down. I'd like to transform back up again. There we go. Oh, we're in Kilden. We're still in Kilden. Hold on, now to transform, we should be able to do the thing. Come on. Let me do the thing. There we go. Okay, I just transformed that again. You're supposed to be able to shoot tail beast spawns. I'm apparently not very good at it. Point is, you can capture tail beasts and transform into them. It looks pretty cool. So, you know, even just getting the cloaks on, I think looks pretty cool. But yeah, so that's the thing. But yeah, so anyway, this is my, well, I was hoping it was going to be not too long a review, but it's still a pretty damn long review. Links down below if you want to check out previous reviews for a bit more details on certain areas, like looking at more of the Jutsu's, Kekkei Genkai series. It's a lot of stuff. You couldn't really do it in a short amount of time showing everything unless you just spam through it without any kind of explanation. I'm trying to explain how some stuff works as well. Hopefully this helped out a little bit. But yeah, anyway, this is all for this little mod review. Thank you very much for watching. Links down below if you want to check the mod out, 1.12.2, along with a link down below to my friend's mod, unless you charge Chakra and things, because it's also useful. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. See you next time for whatever mod I end up reviewing next. Goodbye, everybody. Also, just want to say a quick thank you to all of the channel members for the extra support. And a special thank you and shout out to our late members, the joining members Sebastian Ramsey, Alex, Beatark13, and BG the Loser, and our ANBU member, MonsterQ. Thank you all very much for the extra awesome support.